Are you a Missouri patient looking for other options besides your local dispensary? Have you considered finding a caregiver but found the process to be confusing and hard to navigate? We understand, and that's why we created Farmers Market, Missouri's freelance marketplace for licensed caregivers to conveniently offer their services to Missouri patients. Sign up today at farmersmarket.com.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, everybody? Dabbing in tonight. I got a little bit this duct tape times runts wet sugar.
Duct tape?
From Heartland Labs. I have never tried anything from Heartland Labs, but we went out there to Kansas City Cannabis Company.
Yep. Yesterday, day before yesterday. I'm smoking on
one of these days.
Proper cannabis. I got some Love Affair, Diamonds and Sauce. Love Affair. Sounds...
Oh, Love Affair.
Love Affair.
We're sweet. You know what? That's cool because Valentine's Day is coming up.
Oh, that is, isn't it?
And, you know, hey, you know.
What you got over there, Stuart?
Me and Zach been feeling close lately.
I got some Black Market Tangy.
Black Market Tangy.
Is that like the name?
It's the description and then the name.
We don't know what that means.
Black Market. I've never heard of that before.
I'm sorry, Legacy Market.
Legacy Market.
Legacy Market.
Oh, man.
Right on, man. So you know what, man? We got a cool show today.
We do.
We had a lot going on today. Some cool stuff, man. It's been an epic day in the cannabis community, and it's always an epic day when someone gets their freedom back, and you know, so
for something that they shouldn't have taken from in the first place.
We're going to talk about all that stuff, and then you know, we got the cannabis rock star Jeff Underwood in the house tonight. He's going to be on here talking with us, throwing down some grow knowledge with us and everything else, and just telling us what he has planned in his life, which is probably the same thing we have planned. We don't plan shit, dude. We just let it unfold.
But
let it unfold.
We plan to
But,
grow a lot of weed,
We
though.
plan to grow a lot of weed, man. So we're gonna talk about what he's got going on. Got him a new Cannalac.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I hope everybody got that.
he's gonna be throwing that out and everything, you know. So yeah, man, we're ready to get on with the night, but we have to wait and we have to pay the bills and pay for all these amazing giveaways that we do. So we're gonna go for a word from our sponsors right now.
Welcome to Kansas City Cannabis, your hometown, locally owned and operated cannabis dispensary. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through your journey to wellness. Patients first is our guiding mantra, and we'll continue to bring quality, affordable medicine to the patients of Missouri. Kansas City Cannabis Company, inspiring wellness. Now open in Kearney and Blue Springs. Coming soon to Lake Lotawana and Excelsior Springs. For location, hours, and current menu, visit kccannabis.org.
Welcome. We have Jeff Underwood, as Vernon would say, in the house.
In the house, baby.
Yeah, Kansas City,
I don't
baby.
think there is a more colorful character in the community
I love you guys.
in Missouri than Jeff Underwood.
Yep.
He is unique. He is
Legit.
totally legit, and he is totally, completely, what's the word I'm looking for? Genuine.
Genuine.
100% himself, man. So, what's up, Jeff?
Man, a lot, dude. I want to say thank you for having me out to Kansas City, man, to the show.
Dude, thank you for
I'll just
driving
say,
all the way
man,
up here, bro.
Every time I come to Kansas City, my phone blows up, dude. Kansas City's kind of like where I came out of the grow closet. Some people, Jen, and, you know, I met Shay and all of them. But anyways, I came out to Kansas City, dude, and it was just like off from there. But a lot of cool people's in Kansas City.
Oh, dude.
Oh, yeah.
But I do appreciate you for having me out, man, because talking to you just personally, dude, in just a short period of time has given me a lot of good outlook on stuff. So I really appreciate that, man, because it's the fellowship and it's really cool about this, you know, and whatnot. So,
It is awesome, dude,
Yeah.
and you know that's exactly what it is. It's the fellowship, and that's what we need to build a strong community. Is building strong relationships in that community, and that takes fellowship, man. That takes getting to know each other, really sitting down and talking and having those heart-to-hearts, man. You know.
And you know what? Anybody that pulls a cop over and is Cannalac,
What?
you've got to have on the show.
That's the deal,
It's like a
man.
mandatory. They've got to come on the show.
Hey, if y'all don't know, I drive a lead car, dude. It started off with CTS and you know, Cannalac, and it had my logos on it. I'll tell y'all, I've had cops wave at me. I've had a lot of cool stories. People wave sacks at me, their bongs. I got a new one coming up, man. This is a CTS wagon. It's kind of rare. They quit making them in 2014, but I'm doing a lot of cool stuff with this. Like, I'm literally turning it into the Cannalac 2.0 lead wagon, dude. So y'all be ready for this. I'm telling
That's
you.
awesome.
Maybe if we're Top Shelf's lucky enough, he'll let us debut debut it on Top Shelf.
Yeah, we can do that. I had a flag, but hey, I still got here. Petra, thank you so much for bringing me. You saved my night. Thank you
That's
so
another
much.
unique individual.
That's a whole different. That's a whole show right
She's
there.
a unique individual, man. And you know what? The cannabis community is so full of all these unique individuals, all these beautifully colorful people,
Well,
man.
that's the deal. And I know we only got an hour show here, but it's like we're like a crayon box, man. We're all different colors that work together
Yeah,
in a
dude.
different way, you
Yeah.
know, and the crayon box is the world, you know, and it's like, oh my goodness.
Right.
I
Sorry.
just
Just
heard the
talking
deal,
to you got me like,
Somebody won. That's awesome, man. Somebody won something. That's for damn sure.
did somebody win something out there? I hope it was something awesome out there.
No one won anything. Not yet.
No, not yet. Oh, well, somebody is, right? Okay.
Not
Just
yet.
practice. We
We're
gotta warm up the
working on it.
wheels.
Sorry, I
Like
get
you gotta
excited,
get the wheel
man. Let's
greased.
get that wheel going.
Got to grease some gears a little. On
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
wheel,
You heard it was
make
like,
sure it spins
Yeah, man. And you know what? And I know you're down with this. You know for sure, Jeff. One of my. You know, one of the things I want to just do this year is I just want to do whatever I can do to help bring unity to this community, because as cliche as it is, there's no community without unity, man.
There's not.
And
There's
you know,
not.
I say it all the time, man. Look, if we got a common goal, we don't have to be friends. We don't have to, you know,
That's what
like
free
to
will is
kick
for.
it and hang out and, you know, drink, you know, sarsaparilla tea and shit together.
Yeah.
We just have to have a common goal and see
Yeah.
see the genuinity, I guess you'd say. Is that a word I just made up?
Genuinity?
Is that a word?
I like it.
I like it too. So in everybody else's heart and what they want, and even though, you know, not everybody's going to vibe,
Nah.
you know, but we're all you know, working toward the same purpose, and we got to bring that unity,
See,
man.
that's the deal, man. We can come to an understanding because there's a main goal out there.
Yeah.
We're all there for that main goal.
And that's to make this
regardless.
fucking beautiful plant as legal as we can make it,
Yeah.
so that
Get it
everybody
out
can
there.
have it, and we don't have to have permission to have it. We don't. Oh, I dropped my dad. Ah, that's
Party foul.
Dab it.
Show's over.
Dab
He
it.
dropped his
Oh,
dad,
dropped my
man.
dad, dude.
Damn.
Good thing it's diamonds. That's all I can say.
No, see,
Right.
that's the
Yeah.
deal.
Very hard, the diamonds.
Ooh. I switched back to my cocoa
Nice.
because it's awesome, and you know, the Heartland Labs is okay. Didn't care for it that much. Kind of let that crappy aftertaste in the back of my throat, you know.
Oh,
So, but you know,
Yeah,
Mojo,
this sucks.
Cocoa, Proper.
Coco's where it's at. They're the best.
Yeah,
ones so
I like
far.
Proper though. I like.
These diamond sauce is pretty good.
Yeah, there's a
Diamond
new one.
sauce, good
There's a
stuff.
new one I'm gonna probably grab as soon as I can. Terrapin.
Terrapin. Yes.
Aren't they a vertical?
Yes, they're.
They opened up in downtown Kansas City.
Yeah, right. From what I understand, pretty close to the post office, the main
Kansas
post
City.
office hub down
Yeah,
there.
down in the hood, bro.
Yeah.
Van Brook.
Really? I want to go.
Yeah.
I love going everywhere in Kansas City. I don't care where it's
I'll tell you
at.
what, I know some car washes that would just love you, man.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, you probably have a full crowd.
Oh man. We'd
Get that Cadillac going.
We'd have some fun in a couple neighborhoods around Kansas City.
You know what? He's gonna have the Cannalac up at our
Yes!
D420.
I'm gonna get everything done by
Yeah.
the time I'm like working hard getting this done. I had some issues with the some of y'all ain't on my Facebook, but I got some, I don't know if you know what badges are, but like on the back of the cars, it says like CTS, let's say. Well, I got some badges made. I like get a little fancy sometimes.
They're blinging.
So I have bling. Well, whenever you got cheap bling, sometimes they fall out. So I think I'm going to have to send them back and get some different ones.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. But
Right on, man.
Inferior.
it's still, I'm going to
Whoa, there it is.
All right, what do we got?
Giveaway time. It is a trivia question. Bring that question up for us,
Damn,
Dave.
man.
I'm gonna take
All
that as
right,
a sign to that.
what term is used to describe a hippie who advocates love, beauty, and peace?
First one.
Yeah,
What
first
is it?
one. What term? What is a hippie that advocates love, beauty, and peace? What are they called? What term are they called? First one to get it wins some alien sugar cookies.
Yeah, alien shit. Damian Green got it.
Dang, man, there you go.
Love child.
Love
Congratulations,
Yeah,
Dave.
baby. So
Yeah.
Damian Green's got it. So Damian Green, you got some alien sugar cookies, or if you want, you can have Probably Fire. We ran out of slaps. Hey.
Yep.
Hey,
Whoa, we got some.
Pablo, we need stickers.
Right?
Yeah, we got beans, but we need some stickers.
We got some
We need
beans.
stickers, brother. Clem Chisel
hoodie.
Feminized.
Clem Chisel. Ooh,
It says lemon chisel times PFG.
PFG.
So Clem Chisel Feminized from Probably Fire. You can either have that or you can have some alien sugar cookies. Shoot us a message, tell us which ones you want, and they're yours, man. Because what we want to do is, you know, we've given away, and I usually don't say this, but I'm going to, because I feel led to. We've given away, last year we gave away over $10,000 worth of seeds. Okay?
For real?
Well, you figure we give away 3 packs a week. And most of the packs we give away would sell retail for a minimum of $50 a pack.
That's
Do the
awesome.
math, man.
Heck yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? So we've given
Plus
away
shipping
over
on all of them.
Plus shipping, it costs us, you know, what's it cost us to ship a pack of
It
seeds?
depends. In Missouri, it's what, five to
Yeah,
10
it all
bucks.
depends.
Yeah,
you know.
$5-10. So
If there's a little dipper in there, you know, it goes up a little bit.
Yeah.
right, yeah. So,
Yeah.
I mean, just in seeds, we've thrown over $10,000.
That's awesome.
You know,
man.
we're
Thank you
seed
for
guys.
everything you do.
Getting
for
people
real.
growing, not only getting people growing, but we want people to be growing solid, quality medical genetics.
Well, that's the deal.
That's what it is.
Why just, you know, if you're gonna go doing what you're doing, why just do a little, you know?
Yeah, I mean,
Nice,
put the
bro.
good shit out, man.
Cause dude, yeah, I like this guy more and more for real.
So reach it out and give it. We get these good breeders out there, and we get people. You know, they say, "Oh, this is pretty good from Probably Fire. Let me go check out what else he's got." You know, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you what, dude. I don't. You know, there are a lot of breeders out there, and you know, I'm not knocking anybody's game, but I meet a few breeders. Every now and then, I'll meet somebody that I really get a cool respect for. Okay, and you know, it's pretty easy to tell. You know, with me, where my respect lies. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, and Pablo. I mean, the dude he cares about his craft. Okay, Pablo
That's
is
good.
an artisan. Okay,
Oh, yeah.
Pablo cares
That's
about his
definitely good.
craft.
And a
He puts-
scientist.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Well,
Very,
see, that's
very
the deal,
knowledgeable.
man. It's just not chasing stats. Whenever you're
No, man.
growing weed or cannabis, whatever you call it, I always say cannabis, so I feel bad. I'm like you, man, dude. But it's like saying plus stuff. Anyway, it's a science behind it, dude.
Yes. Yeah.
Because especially
Yeah.
when you're growing organic, it all works together. Just
Yeah,
like you're saying,
absolutely, man.
community,
It's an
dude.
ecosystem.
You know, and it's
Yeah.
just like there's way more to it. It's not just water. It's not.
And not just throwing a couple things together and seeing what you get. There's a lot of fun in that, though. Don't get me wrong, dude.
Yeah.
I like chucking some pollen to see what I'm gonna get, but I really respect these guys like Captain Redbeard, Eric. I'll just say
Yeah.
Eric. Him and Pablo, man, both of them have the same passion, and when they work a strain, they work it into something, you know, that you can recognize.
Well, see, that's
You know,
yeah.
and you know, you kind of know what you're going to get when you buy a specific variety and you read the outline of what it is and the description of the variety that you're buying. You know you're going to get something in there that's going to fall within that realm, even though you might get 2 or 3 different phenos.
Right.
That's what I like, and you know, so
I like this Donald Foster. I've won enough to hold me over for my next 3 grows from
Well,
this,
that's what I
from
was
this
saying
show.
about
That's
Damien.
awesome.
Damien, you're gonna have to get like a bigger tent, buddy. You know?
And Don Foster wanted
Leave
to
it out.
say thank you Top Shelf sponsors for helping us do these
Yeah,
giveaways.
absolutely, man. And you know, that's what we do, man.
Yeah.
We take what the sponsors give us and turn it around to you guys. So we're going to be giving away another grow tent package here shortly. I guarantee you we're going to give one away at the B420 event.
Yeah.
So yeah, anyway, you all want to sponsor that, be any part of that, man, hit us up.
Oh, speaking of the B420, bring our flyer. We actually have our website on the flyer now, so if you want
Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
CannyEventsKC.com.
go check out the website.
Huge shout out to Jeff Stevenson
Yes.
for helping us out with this, with our flyers and our website and everything. She's kicking ass and taking names for us, man. So
We're very happy to have her on our
Hey,
Top
the
Shelf
universe
team.
brings the right people together at the right time. And
Yes.
That's what's going on, man.
Uh-huh.
You know, that's what's going on right here. So,
Yeah. You know, this morning was pretty awesome. We had some cool stuff. This
we
morning.
did, man. We have a, it's tragic story.
Yes, it is.
You know, dude is doing his thing,
Yeah.
not hurting anybody, in my opinion, albeit breaking the law.
Yeah.
But you know, I like what Thomas Jefferson said about laws. If a law's unjust, a man's not only right but obligated to disobey it. You know, and all cannabis laws are unjust, in my opinion. And I'm not a lawyer, so, and I'm not encouraging anybody to do anything against
Right.
the law.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, unjust laws suck, okay? And so, anyway,
Yeah.
Zach Butts,
Yeah, Zach Butts. He got
no,
free.
Zach Nuts.
Nuts. That nuts.
Good God,
Nuts.
man.
Nuts.
I knew I was wrong as soon as it came out of my mouth. Zach Nuts, dude.
Fucking autocorrect. Zach
This
Nuts.
guy has an epic beard, dude.
Yes.
I mean,
It's
just
just-
fucking beautiful. Oh, yours is epic in its own way, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this guy has a beard? I don't know. I thought you just looked at me. I was like, dang, I have an effect on
So,
people.
yeah, you know
but-
what? We got a video, don't we? I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we
shut
got a
up.
video.
I'm
I
so
gotta,
stoned,
I
I'm
gotta see
rambling, dude.
this, man.
Yeah, so go ahead and jump to that video.
Hey everybody, Big V here, Top Shelf. And we're out here in Leavenworth, Kansas. You can see the penitentiary behind us. And Zach Nutt has just been released from doing 5 years for conspiracy to distribute cannabis. And he's over here right now with the Cannalac Project.
Welcome home, my brother.
But you wanted fresh squeezed orange juice, so I got 2 different kinds from your favorite place. So I hope one of them's the right kind. Okay. And then
Sorry about your excursion off the federal penitentiary.
It's part of a path I had to take.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. So hopefully, you can become a voice for
Yeah, I mean, I will-
injustice.
I will speak on whatever I feel is right. For sure.
Absolutely.
You know, I did what I thought was right anyway, so just because of what other people think, I can't control.
It took guys like you that were out there, you know, risking it all, risking it, man, to get the medication out to people. So these are the guys we support.
All
All
right.
right, so you know what, man? It's always an epic moment when somebody regains their freedom and gets introduced back into society.
Yeah.
You know, it sucks. I mean, you know what gets me, man, is Christina was there and she gave him fresh squeezed orange. That's what this dude wanted was
Yeah,
fresh
fresh
squeezed
squeezed
orange juice. Okay? I mean, how fucked up is that, dude?
Yeah.
You know, not him. I'm just saying, dude, that
He missed stuff like that.
you're in that place and you get so little that the biggest thing you want when you get out is fresh squeezed orange
Well,
juice.
the fact that
You know what I'm saying, dude?
The
And
fact that he was in Leavenworth Penitentiary for cannabis.
Federal penitentiary,
Fucking
man.
federal. That's bullshit.
Federal penitentiary for cannabis, man. Because you know what they did? See, this wasn't like he was hauling pounds of weed
Right.
and got busted. Okay,
No, it was
and I don't care if he was hauling pounds of weed and got busted. It's still bullshit. But it isn't like he was doing. They fucking. This is how they work. Okay, like if you're slinging, they'll pin in on you, dude, and they'll get you, and they'll. And I'm probably revealing too much of what I know about how these fuckers work, dude. But they'll investigate you for 4 or 5 years, and every 8th you sell, they add it up and count against you. And so at the end of that 4 or 5 years, they'll hit you for distribution of 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, they got it for 700 kilos.
700 kilos
over numerous years.
Yeah, when you told me that, when it was over numerous years, I'm like, they investigated this. So that means there was a rat somewhere in his circle for at least 4 or 5 years that he was selling
long time,
dude. You know what I mean, man?
Yeah.
And he spent 5 years of his life behind bars
As a literal
in a federal penitentiary, dude. That place is no joke, man.
No.
Okay. That place, being in that place 5 years changed that, man. Trust me, I know.
Oh, that's not a white collar
being in that place
facility.
for 5 years changed that man and who he is. And
Full
you know what he said to me? He said this was just part of the path I had to walk to get where I'm going.
Yeah.
Wow,
Dude,
that's like strong right there.
Dude.
You know what I mean? If you got to go through that much and you can say that, that's strength.
that
right
shows
there.
me where that guy's
That's-
heart's at, man.
Exactly.
You know what? And I hope, and I told him, I hope he becomes a voice for injustice, man. Because
I hope
it's-
so,
I think
too.
he will.
I think he will, dude. I felt
the
it
look
on
in
him,
his
man.
eyes.
Yeah.
Just hearing
Yeah.
those words you said.
Yeah.
He has to. You know,
Man, look.
I mean, it's there.
You know, I could pick up people's vibes pretty easy, dude. And I didn't pick up any bitterness on this guy. I didn't pick up any anger. Nothing, dude. All I picked up was gratefulness that he was on the outside, not behind them fucking gates anymore,
for sure.
dude.
You got to see
Okay.
his mother again, who
He
was there.
saw his mother.
Yeah.
I couldn't imagine.
And, you know, all he was just grateful to be out, and I feel like he's just looking forward to, you know, whatever he can do in the future to prevent other people from suffering the same fate as him. So that's what we spend our morning doing. You know, like I said, you know, we got that last minute text from Christina Frommer, and she's like, hey, man, you guys want to be part of this still? And I'm like, you know, because we talked about it earlier, you know, in the year, and I was like, hell yeah, we want to be part of it. So we hauled ass out there and got in on this deal.
Yeah.
And man, we were blessed to be thought of.
Yeah.
You know, that blesses me to be thought of, that they would want us to come out there. And you know what?
Big shout out to Cannalac.
Big shout out to Chris and Christina Frommer, Cannalac Project. Joni Hartman was there.
Yes.
You know, Steve Burris was there.
Yep.
You know, Clay Stallings. I'm drawing a blank on the veteran. Oh my God, I feel like a tool now.
It's hard to keep track
Oh
with
my
names.
God,
there's so many
as we know.
names.
So anyway, dude, a lot of good people out there, and you know, to welcome him when he came out, and that was all. And just say, hey man, you got a community behind you, bro.
Right. And
You're not coming out, walking out of here alone, you know, and you're just going to have to go back into society. You got a community standing behind you to support you, man.
And that's what we all need to keep in mind. You know, when we have differences of opinions and stuff, we're still a community. We need to stick together for stuff like this.
Yeah.
So.
Common goal, man.
Yeah.
Common goal for sure. So yeah, that was just an amazing thing to be a part of.
Chris Wolfenberg.
Huh?
Chris Wolfenberg.
Chris Wolfenberg.
Yep.
So there you go. Chris is on. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. That's actually somebody. If Chris is watching, Chris Wolfenberg, I need to talk to you, brother. I'm gonna hit him up. So yeah. Anyway, so much cool stuff going on. People out there, man, and you know what? There's so many people out there that want to. I talk to people all the time, man, that say, man, I just want to be a part of cannabis and something great and what's happening. And you know, what do you do, dude? So tell us, man. If somebody comes to you, man, and says, hey, what do I do to become a part of this cannabis community and what's going on? What do you do, man?
Put yourself out there, start meeting people, go to these events, man. Whatever it is that you do, just get out there and start meeting people, because just like you were saying, we're a community, man. You can meet some people that can help you in a way that you can't even believe for real.
yeah.
So we got to get out there and talk to each other. So that's
Yeah, man.
like me. I accidentally did the internet
Joke.
thing. It was just an accident with me, but you know. So I just started meeting everybody in the cannabis community. I locked myself in the house for 8 years. I just shut myself out. But get yourself out there, start growing, start talking to people. Oh, we got dogs around here.
Oh, yeah.
That's my buddy JoJo. I never turn him away.
I got Buster in Kansas City.
So yeah, you know what, man? I 100%, dude. And you just, I'm gonna say this, man. And I know this sounds weird, but I'm gonna say, stop asking people for help. Stop asking for help. But here's why. I'm not saying don't seek out networks and connections and people that can work with you to help get you where you're looking to go. What I'm saying is be proactive, man, and go out and make it happen. Make it happen on your own, and don't even get in your head that you need someone else to help you, because when you set out on a path and you have a goal and you just, in your mind, you're going to let it unfold into what it's supposed to be instead of dictating what you think it's supposed to be, the right people will come into your life.
Yeah.
And it'll all fall into place, because when you conspire within yourself to do good and to put yourself out in that place to do good, the universe, God conspires with you to make it happen, and it'll just blow your mind what happens coming out.
Positive
we are a
change.
perfect example of that. We are a perfect example of that. If it wasn't Vernon in the right place at the right time, me in the right place at the right time, with both of our vibrations or whatever you want to call it, kind of on the same wavelength,
none of this would be here.
none of this would be here.
And we're blessed to be a part of it. So, yeah, man, I agree totally, man. Put yourself out there. Get out there. You gotta meet people. You gotta be willing to make yourself vulnerable. That's the hard part. That's the hard part.
Yeah.
You gotta be willing to make yourself vulnerable and get into those uncomfortable situations where you have to. This is the biggest part for me. Having to trust other people to do what they're supposed to do, not supposed to even, but having to trust. That's the biggest thing, you know, and because it makes you vulnerable when you trust people that
having
you
to
don't
rely
know.
on them for something.
Right, having to rely when you trust people you don't know, it makes you vulnerable, and being vulnerable for almost everybody is a very scary place to be.
Oh yeah.
If you want to make your way in this community, you're going to find this out. There are some people out there that are willing to give you a hand up and help you out, but there are a lot of people out there that'll only give you a hand up till you get to a certain place that you look like you're going to come up to where they're at, and then they start kind of not helping you.
Yep.
You know, and it's just like anything else. It's no different. We were talking earlier about being in church.
I was just exactly thinking about that.
If you're in a new job, you got people that want to see you succeed and excel, and you got people that don't want to see you succeed and excel because they take that as a sign of their non-success.
Right.
I've gotten fired from the job because of that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Jealousy, man. And I'm not trying to sound cocky, but it seriously was.
It's common, especially for motivated people.
Yeah.
So.
But keep doing your thing out there, though, man. We're all sent out on this world for a certain reason.
Damn straight.
Every single one of you out there has a gift, dude. And if you're wanting to get in the cannabis community, use that gift. And if you don't know what that gift is, keep pushing it until you find that gift. I'll tell you, just like he said, somebody out there is going to help you smoke a lot of weed, baby.
Preaching, bro. We're having church in this place tonight. We're not ashamed of the gospel of
He
Mary
gets me
Jane.
excited to talk about this stuff, man, because a lot of my videos I do, I don't know if a lot of people realize, I mean, it's just about life, don't get me wrong, but the Bible's about a lot of positive stuff, man. If we live in a positive light, man, a lot of my videos have to do with the Bible, and I don't even mean to. I just speak it, you know. It's just, if we live a positive life, it's just there regardless. If we respect each other, like you said, you know, we may not all get along, but we're family, though, you know.
Absolutely. And on that note, we're going to take a few minutes and dab.
Yeah.
while we watch the news with Stuart Wells. Hashtag Stu is my news, baby.
Are you a Missouri patient looking for other options besides your local dispensary? Have you considered finding a caregiver but found the process to be confusing and hard to navigate? We understand, and that's why we created Farmers Market, Missouri's freelance marketplace for licensed caregivers to conveniently offer their services to Missouri patients. Sign up today at farmersmarket.com.
It's time for the Top Shelf Weekly Update with Stuart Wells.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Top Shelf Weekly Update. I don't know about you guys, but Jeff Underwood gets me hyped. So, anyway, my first story of the night I have titled New York, My Kinda State, because New York State is preparing for the launch of its adult use cannabis market by making a significant change to its medical cannabis program. The State Office of Cannabis Management announced yesterday that now doctors will be able to issue medical cannabis recommendations to people for absolutely any issue they see fit. Well, any issue that could potentially be treated with cannabis. So, like everything, right? Physicians were granted that discretion, through the state's recreational cannabis law that was enacted just this past year. The expansion is being made possible as part of the OCMS New Medical Cannabis Program Certification and Registration System. Late last year, CCB voted unanimously to advance policy change to allow medical cannabis patients in the state to cultivate plants for personal use. Yet another change made possible by the broad legalization that was enacted. In November, regulators also approved rules for the state's cannabinoid hemp program, notably clarifying that flower from the crop can be sold, but Delta A products are currently prohibited from being marketed. So, New York ought to be good for a little while with that. Moving on, while cannabis businesses often struggle to find banks that are willing to take them on as clients, due to risks caused by the ongoing federal prohibition of cannabis, a new study has found that, oddly enough, banking still increases in states that legalize. That's very odd because we all know prohibition of anything is proven effective and works every time. I will say that the research does not make a direct connection between state-level cannabis reform and the increased activity, but it does strongly imply that there could be a relationship, even if the factors behind the trend aren't exactly clear. Researchers set out to investigate banking trends in states that have legalized cannabis, looking at bank regulatory filings with the FDIC from 2011 to 2016. I'm looking at you, California and Colorado, since I think you were almost the only ones legal in those years. They found evidence that banking activity increases considerably in legal states compared to non-legal states. That is in spite of the fact that banks and credit unions run the risk of being penalized by federal regulators for working directly with businesses that deal with a federally controlled substance. But the real truth is that cannabis money is flowing into so many banks in so many ways that there's just no stopping it. I mean, these people need supplies. Cannabis businesses first they have to build the building and outfit it. That's tons of money going to construction companies and suppliers banks. They need pens and paper and computers. Oh, there goes cannabis money to Office Max and some computer place. Hell, I don't know. I mean, where are these people getting their toilet paper, right? That's more cannabis money. And the sad part is that last I heard, these companies can't even write these items off on their taxes. Cannabis banking, yeah, right? Cannabis banking is happening no matter what rules are in place. This country needs the Safe Banking Act like years ago. You know, the bill put forth that would allow banks to do business with cannabis folk without consequences and repercussions. Isn't it all about money anyway? I mean, come on. Moving on to my favorite story of the night. I said a, but I'll say another because tonight's a night for cannabis warriors. Another cannabis warrior that isn't just on the front lines, but is infiltrating and trying to bring the prohibition machine down from the inside. My man, Gary Chambers, is out here not giving a gosh darn. By that, I mean he is being very, very forward about cannabis use being an integral part of his platform. His campaign video is titled 37 Seconds. It has gone crazy viral. If you haven't seen it, you need to check it out. It just might make him president one day, I gotta say. The video is titled 37 Seconds because in America, every 37 seconds, somebody is arrested for a cannabis issue of some kind. In the ad, the future potential senator notes that since 2010, state and local police have arrested 7.3, there's no way that's right. 7.3 billion people for cannabis.
No way.
No, that's not even close because that's like the whole world would be in jail. Anyway, that's a typo. Maybe it was millions. Anyway, and that black people are 4 times more likely than white people to be arrested for cannabis, even though usage rates are very similar. And that states waste $3.7 billion enforcing cannabis laws each year. Over half of all drug arrests. And these are not dealers, but people with small amounts of pot, just like me, is the way that it was stated in the video. But I feel that I can say it too, just like me, just like you. For real, the video is super epic. He starts off sitting in a Louisiana swamp, lighting a fatty blunt, one of the fattiest I've seen. Then he explains himself while smoking and sitting in a high-back leather chair like a cannabis. He's Gary Chambers. He is running for U.S. Senate, and if I had to guess, I would say that he approves this message. And that's it. I don't know if they're listening.
All right.
Sorry if I scared everybody and told 7 billion people were in jail. That's not true.
That's a lot of people,
Everybody
man.
calm down. All your family and relatives and kids, they're not.
Sorry about that.
Technical.
Look, working on a
Technical
video.
difficulties.
What's up, man?
Dave's not even medicated.
Right? We
Hey,
have.
Dave is here, man, for real. Sorry, I did.
Hold on a second.
I don't
Nope.
know how many times that's probably been
Nope.
done. But whatever.
Yeah,
It
just
don't
wait.
matter, man. We do it all the time. That's like when I was a kid. They used to always be like, "Know what I mean, Vern?
Know what I
Know what I
mean,
mean, Vern?
Vern?
Yeah.
Remember that commercial? Know what I mean, Vern? You're probably too young to remember that commercial, man.
Yeah.
You talking about Ernest,
Ernest,
right?
man.
Yeah, of course.
I remember.
What year were you born?
Ernest goes to.
I'm only 24.
Ernest goes to jail.
I'm 43.
Ernest.
You don't know.
I mean, I'm
Ernest
only
goes
43.
to
I'm not
jail.
old, you know.
Ernest goes to jail. Ernest
I don't know if I saw the Ernest
Dude,
go to
I
jail.
used to watch Ernest all the freaking
Dude.
time. Are you going to space on that damn thing?
Know what I mean, Vern?
Dude, I
You
used
talking
to
about the
this.
Spokes Millennium
He was a
smoking?
goofy dude, man.
Hey, yeah, that was everybody's favorite to me. Know what I mean, Vern?
I like his. He's a good.
Funny.
Do we got him stumped on the what's changed tonight?
What's changed?
You got them stumped.
What's
Oh,
changed? I
man.
hope we got him stumped.
Well,
What
this will be a
changed?
first
I
time.
know
we
Don
get
must be
stumped,
sitting
I've
out because
been
he would
here,
have
I
already
don't even
known.
know.
right?
So this
I
is
just
dab
been
in part D.
Yep.
Right here is what we're doing. So we got business to take care of. We'll be with y'all in just a minute.
You know, we do have a
Okay.
video where we're
You know what? Yeah.
about Stewart's news.
Oh, you're gonna play the video?
Yeah,
We're gonna play the video.
play the video.
We're gonna
So,
take a chance.
I love
Take-
this video.
Give us a second. I'm gonna jump up and we're gonna get this video going. So
We
go
might
ahead
get
and-
sued, but whatever.
Yeah. So
No, they have to give us a stop and desist.
Oh yeah, all right, yeah, we'll
But no, I think he's going to want us to share this video.
I agree.
Because that's why he put this video out, was to get it shared.
That's what I was thinking.
You know, yeah. And then we're going to come back and we're going to talk about humic acid.
Oh, we can talk about growing.
Bro,
Every 37 seconds, someone is arrested for possession of marijuana. Since 2010, state and local police have arrested an estimated 7.3 million Americans for violating marijuana laws, over half of all drug arrests. Black people are 4 times more likely to be arrested for marijuana laws than white people. States waste $3.7 billion enforcing marijuana laws every year. Most of the people police are arresting aren't dealers, but rather people with small amounts of pot, just like me. I'm Gary Chambers, and I'm running for the U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.
Gary Chambers from U.S. Senate.
I like that's.
if he was here, I'd vote for him.
Yeah,
yeah.
man. We need to see if we can get him on the show.
Yeah, he needs to go all the way to the White
Yeah.
House with that stone
Right.
cold look, holding that blunt.
Right.
yeah.
That's what you like.
Nobody's
You like
gonna
the blunt,
mess
man.
with him.
You
I'm
like
just
him
saying,
on that.
nobody's gonna mess with a guy with a blunt that big. They're gonna just do whatever he
Oh,
wants.
I
All his
think we
political
got one.
agenda is gonna go forward.
I think
It's
maybe
gonna be crazy.
Johnny Vanny. John Vanny.
John Vanny. Got it.
I changed my shirt.
Congratulations, man! I can't believe
yeah,
that
I
took
know
so
this.
long, you guys.
I
I'm
know.
wondering who's
I
slacking.
changed my shirt.
Oh man, it's all
He had a
smoking
button
beers.
up on.
I had a button up, and now I got a polo.
Damn. That was slick, Zach.
It was
one's for you,
destiny. I
buddy.
opened my closet this morning, and both of them were sitting right next to each other. And I'm like, "There's my what's
Like,
changed."
You know that's dedication, man. When he looks in his closet and says,
I gotta have
"Oh,
something
this
for
is
the what's
for the show
changed
right now.
later."
This is fate, man. This is the universe
Oh,
laid it
man.
out for it, man.
Yeah.
So the universe laid out your clothes for you for the show
It
today.
did.
Lay it out so we can play it out.
You don't get any deeper than that,
No,
dude.
you don't.
Oh man.
That's what all
So-
that meditation does.
Right on.
Consciously.
So yeah, man. Everybody's still dabbing in. I'm all
just
dab.
hitting another
I had
one.
to. I kind of had to
Okay.
jump up and do something. So
I
I
know
got.
you did.
I had to
He's
miss
all
it.
defensive. Hey, I had to do something, man.
Yeah, I'll get my
What
dab
you
done.
flipping me shit for, man? I had to do something.
Tell you, bro, if you get behind on your dabs around here,
Yeah.
you get talking to.
Oh, it's all right. We keep up on the dab.
All right, man. So we're gonna talk about growing. We got
Seasoned grower.
a seasoned grower here. He does some consulting, and you know we all do some consulting. And so we got a good little group here. And the subject matter of the day is humic acid. Do we need them? Why do we need them? If we need them, what do they do? So yeah, let's talk about humic acids, man. Who knows something about humic acid? Go ahead, pull that up.
The ability
Humic.
to make nutrients in the soil more accessible to plants. Ooh, that is hard. You're right. It is hard to talk after a dab.
So,
Your dab full.
how does it do that? How does humic acid make nutrients more available to plants?
All right. Here's the deal, man. You got gas, right? I ain't talking about this fire weed we grow. I'm talking about gas in your car.
Okay.
Well, you're running regular, whatever gas in it, don't get me wrong, but there's gonna be stuff in it that you wanna filter stuff out and whatnot, right? You put an additive in it. It's gonna make your car have more accessible to the gas and it's gonna run better.
Right.
Humic acid.
Right.
You put that in your soil and stuff and whatnot, it's gonna make nutrients more available, it's gonna make chlorophyll. We like them green plants, right? it makes everything kind of work together a little more too. I mean, there's a lot more to it. You know, more technical words. I've been growing 9 years. It's just, man, I was on pills, all kinds of crap from the doctors, and my memory's horrible. It's just, I'm like a cook. I kind of know what works. You know what I mean?
But you know, and that's just it, man. We don't have to get so deep that we're scientific about it.
No, but dude, it's so beautiful like that, though.
Know that it's your friend.
Everybody understands, and you know what he's saying is exactly right. You know, humic acid, it's like an additive that makes the gas more available to the car. It actually makes certain nutrients more available to plants, and it makes it that way through a process called chelating the nutrients, okay? And chelating, go ahead, Zach, you love this, man.
Yeah, that was a
What is
Latin
chelating?
word, and it's for crab claw.
Crab claw.
That's a tongue twister when you're baking.
So basically, if you break it down to the molecule,
yeah, and it grabs the molecule.
it's got these little claws on the molecule,
Yeah.
okay?
gotta grab it
And the humic acid is negatively charged, so it attracts positively charged nutrients,
Right.
okay? And
your roots have a stronger negative charge, so when it gets to your roots, it pulls those nutrients from that molecule.
specifically calcium, iron,
Yeah.
magnesium, zinc, manganese, stuff like that, you know. And so the like you say, the root system's got a stronger positive charge, so it pulls those those positive ions out of the crab claws or the chelating of the humic acid and uses the humic acid for its benefit, or uses those nutrients, so it carries it to the roots.
It's kind of the same kind of setup as the mycos almost. It's similar.
Somewhat, but only
similar kind of.
Mycos is an organism that grows and forms a structure. Humic acid is loose in the soil, and so you know, we add humic acids to our soil. It's in our nutrients because it helps. Also, it helps your soil retain moisture.
Right.
What else does it do?
I know it helps. There's studies showing that it helps raise the CBG, and there's a couple other.
Oh, you're going straight to the cannabinoids and
yeah, dude. I looked into it.
It helps pH too.
Certain
it helps buffer out your soil.
It
So,
does
when you start getting into organics, man.
It brings the pH down. It's too high.
Well, see, I was about to say, you tell me real quick, because
No,
I
go
can't
ahead, man.
remember. But no, seriously, because I can't remember half the stuff half the time. But it's just like, when you're growing organic, man, kind of like you're saying, do we need it, do we not need it? There's some stuff we can get away without, you know, this and that. But when you start putting those pieces of the puzzle together, like we were saying, man, it starts working as a community. It's living. It will make all that stuff work together. And it's good throughout the whole plant life cycle, too.
Now, I have read studies. I did read a study that was saying that with chemical nutrients, that it was actually had a negative effect.
Chemical? What's
on
that?
when you're like bottled.
What's that?
Chemical.
He's out of here.
Bottled.
You're talking blasphemy right now.
Bottled nutrients. When you're using
what
synthetic nutrients, it has a negative effect on it because you're not using organic. From the study I read.
Well,
So now that was an Indonesia government study, so I don't know how strict, you know, and what their level, how they monitored everything, but they were saying that it was.
You got something against Indonesia?
No, I just don't know. I've never been there, and I've never.
I just want to
We
make
don't know about the studies.
We don't know if the
studies are good.
Right.
That's all.
I dig Indonesia. I love, you know, I love the Indonesians.
Right. So what kind and how do you, how would you suggest to get it to the plant? Like,
cool.
You know, how do you
feed it to the plant?
Yeah, how do you feed your humic acids to the plant?
I know that there's not a dust, but like a rock powder I've seen you can get for it. They top dress with it.
Well, you can put it directly in your soil. You can also foliar feed with it. You know, we talk about humic acids, humic acids, whatever. Okay, you also have to go to the fulvic acids. Okay, because fulvic acids and humic acids work together. But you can literally, okay, like, you know, when you go down, say you're at week 6 in bloom, and you go down and you're picking off your leaves, and you have this big leaf's been covering this branch, and this branch is like real pale.
Right.
You can throw your feed with humic acids and fulvic acids, and it will green that shit right up, man.
Dude, I have taken
So it has a lot of carbon in it.
Absolutely.
And so the kind that I have been using, actually, I've been checking it out as organic Rev, and I'm telling you what, in veg,
We've had people ask about that.
woo, it really does. It really does rev the shit out of them. I mean, you get a really good. I feel like the growth rate, really came up whenever I added them, and honestly, I didn't even know why I was adding them at the time. So I'm glad.
What's cool about it is it's actually the final stage of like decomposition. It's what compost and rock dust and everything, what its final stage is, and it's completely very stable. And it's a very good.
Broke down.
Yeah, when it's finally all the way broke down, by the time we're using it in gardening, it's like stable.
It's dark, nasty in the liquid in the Rev.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Humic acid. Okay, so I use Humboldt Nutrients. I use their humic acids, and I use their regular humic acid. Then I moved to refined humic acid a little bit later in the grow, and I also use some fulvic acids and stuff in there as I move through the grow. When I make my tea, I don't mind adding this stuff, when I make my tea, and I don't do it all the time. Like I'll do it one time in veg, and then when I go into bloom, I'll do it one time going into bloom. I'll add this stuff to it because, like you said earlier, it's good for pretty much the life of the plant. Yeah. You don't have to keep adding. It's not something.
Right.
It's not going to hurt it to add every week, but you're wasting money because if you're keeping your soil at the right level of moisture and you're tending to your plant the way you should, then you're not going to have to replace like your microbial life. You won't have to keep putting microbes into your soil through your grow because they should be breeding.
They should be just working, going.
They should be in there eating and breeding and
if you keep feeding it right, man, it's just like us.
I'm gonna have to add it to my garden.
Some fulvic acid.
Got light going on.
But you know what? I think right now we got a bunch of people that tagged a bunch of people before the news. And when we do that,
there it is.
There it is. When we do that, we put them on their name on a big wheel and we spin that big wheel and they're gonna win either their choice, Tropic Fire or
there it goes.
Right, it depends on who wins.
Souvenirs.
Who do we got for the winner? John Vanny.
All right.
He won today. He won our. Well, he won.
Did he win our?
He just won something today, didn't he?
Did he win the dab?
No, that was Robert Long.
Yeah.
Was it earlier?
No, I heard his name though. Why did we have another? We did another giveaway before this one, right?
Yeah, we did.
Did he win? Did he guess the question or something? I don't know.
No.
What's he going on?
They play so much.
I can't keep track of it all. I can't keep track.
Yeah, gets me
excited. John Vanny said give them both away.
Fucking with me.
Oh man.
Give what both away?
He said give them both. So he did win 2 tonight. He said give them both away.
You don't want them?
You don't want them? If you don't want them, we'll spin the wheel again.
Yeah, let's just spin the wheel twice.
Spin it! Come on!
Bring it up.
Yeah!
There we go. He had already gotten out of it.
John Vanny wins again.
Scott and Jenny Jagers, they haven't won in quite a while.
Yeah, so all right, Scott and Jenny.
There you go.
You know what to do, man. Cool. You know what to do.
All right. Now,
so yeah, man.
I don't know if they're local. I'm not sure if they're Kansas City. I don't remember. Again, it's been a while.
Yeah, figure it out.
We will figure it out. They know what to do. Yeah, man. It's been a great show.
Yeah, actually, hit me up. That's what you do.
Love y'all, man. This has been awesome. I like growing weed. I like helping patients.
Don't send me a message.
Don't send them all those other messages. There's so many messages, and they all get lost and behind.
Hashtag Stu does prizes.
Yeah, hashtag Stu does prizes.
And I'm trying my best here.
As far as you know.
I think I'm caught up.
Well, all right, everybody.
I'm not caught up. Now I'm behind.
Yeah.
It's been a kick-ass day.
It has.
It's been a kick-ass week, and it's going to finish out to be a kick-ass week. I got all the stuff in now for my room, and it's painted. And I'm going to start putting the stuff in.
We're going to get feelings.
Man, we are about to turn up the heat in the grow room. I'm excited about having this room finished.
And if you don't know, if you're not friends with him on Facebook, look up Mr. Jeff
Seriously,
Underwood here. This guy is something else.
Dude, hey, he's going to be kicking it with us.
Right here, man.
And if you want to meet him, make sure you come out to our B420 event. Throw that poster up, Dave.
B420 flyer. There you go.
Right there,
B420. CannaEventsKC.com.
The Cannalac should be just like right there, right in the middle of the city.
Well, when it's done, we'll put it on there.
I'm gonna
We'll
send
put it right
pictures
under the
to
dab.
it, man. This is gonna be really cool, everybody.
Yeah, man. So he's going to be out there with his Cannalac. You'll be able to come out there. You'll be able to sit in there. Well, I'm not going to say you can sit in his car.
Yeah, don't be starting that stuff now, man.
He's like, damn,
I didn't even let Afro Man in my other Cadillac.
Hell yeah, dude. I wouldn't either.
We got a question here.
I don't like dudes that hit women.
Well, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't bring all that up.
Fuck Afro man.
Oh, God.
What's our question, Stuart?
Now, somebody says Stu decided to get the dab in. I didn't decide anything. If I misspoke, sorry, but just send me a message. Whatever. If you want, send me a message. We'll figure it out.
Do what?
I don't know. Somebody says, so Stu decided I didn't get the dab in question mark. So I'm not sure. Maybe it was one that I haven't sent out yet or something. Maybe I missed it.
Get with them. We'll figure it out.
I thought I got it wrong.
We're medicated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're meditated.
We try our best.
We're meditated and medicated.
I did my best, but I guess my best wasn't good.
Oh no!
Wow.
Hey,
Didn't know I was on American Idol.
No, I got to do that when I got my raspy voice, man. I got the rock star here.
Right.
Can you like play that like a harp, dude?
Well, you know,
Dude, that's
I
awesome.
could
You
possibly.
should.
Oh, look at that!
Do that
Yeah,
again,
boy,
strumming the beard.
Do a bow tie. Make it into a bow tie.
All right, everybody. You know what? It's been great, dude.
Yeah.
Love you guys so
Good
much.
kicking it with you
Peace
guys.
out, everybody. Stay lifted.
Later.
Have a good one.
What's up,
you guys
everybody?
thought we were gone.
Yeah.
We got a rock star. We got to come back for an encore.
Right.
Yeah.
I think I forgot to dab out.
Dude, we gotta dab out.
So now I'm just
Yeah, we gotta dab out
Now I'm just
again.
dabbing
We gotta
because
dab out
we're
again.
here.
Dude, I'm out in Kansas City. I'm gonna be here all night, man. So I may as well have some more with y'all, right?
Right.
'Cause I'm telling you, man. I mean, I know just not everybody's just from Kansas City. Boss.
We came back.
Excited. Sorry, dude.
So yeah,
It's all
hit him
good.
up on Facebook if you want to dab tonight. I'm putting you out there, brother.
No, I hang out with nobody. I'm just saying. I'm doing my own thing now. I'll tell you, hey, I'm just actually doing a photo shoot, man. If y'all don't know this stuff on Facebook, as y'all seen on the video before it all started, I do these like crazy little pictures on Facebook.
dig
you know,
it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm doing some more tonight, I think, and, you know. So this should be actually pretty fun. So I'm doing some cool stuff like in Kansas City.
I think you know what I think we need. I think we need a Jeff Underwood calendar, bro.
But hey, dude,
Ooh.
people actually been for the past year been trying to get me to do that.
I think
For freaking real,
This is
dude.
confirmation, bro. Confirmation. It's meant to be.
I'm gonna quit talking to you, man, because I like you. Everything. I've enjoyed everything that you said, man.
Dude, it's been real tonight, man. It's been real tonight.
You have
the
such
vibe
a
is
heart,
lit.
dude. I mean, like for real.
Thank you, man. I
Like,
appreciate that,
seriously,
dude.
You have, you know, it's not. I'm not telling y'all that you don't know. It's just I got to experience it twice in person, right? It's just, man, you're passionate, dude. It's just he doesn't have just that voice. He has a passion, man. So that's cool as that, man. I recognize that.
Hey,
You know?
dude.
As they say, real recognize real, right? So it's like,
Dude,
sorry, I
you-
get loud. I'm used to on
No.
my phone. I have to get loud on my phone on that. So sorry, I got microphone on there. I forget that stuff.
I say
Bro, it's legit.
dude me stage,
Right.
dude. The dude in me recognizes the dude in you.
what I say,
You know, kind of like Nami stage. Anyway, you know what? We just wanted to come back and be silly, man.
love
So
y'all,
Yeah.
peace out, everybody. Love you guys.
You still live that, right? I hope so.
Right?
Are you a Missouri patient looking for other options besides your local dispensary? Have you considered finding a caregiver but found the process to be confusing and hard to navigate? We understand, and that's why we created Farmers Market, Missouri's freelance marketplace for licensed caregivers to conveniently offer their services to Missouri patients. Sign up today at farmersmarket.com.
Welcome to Kansas City Cannabis, your hometown, locally owned and operated cannabis dispensary. Our friendly and knowledgeable staff will guide you through your journey to wellness. Patients First is our guiding mantra, and will continue to bring quality, affordable medicine to the patients of Missouri. Kansas City Cannabis Company, inspiring wellness. Now open in Kearney and Blue Springs. Coming soon to Lake Lotawana and Excelsior Springs. For location, hours, and current